Alright guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to show you how to create your own presets, and I'll be using Lightroom CC on the iPad just because it's super convenient and I use this a lot whenever I'm traveling doing work. So I figured we would jump right into it, and yeah, I'll play some cool music for you guys to watch me edit, and I'll explain kind of what I'm doing and why I'm doing it. So I hope you guys enjoy this very short video. So I want to start with this first photo of my wife on our honeymoon. And what I usually do is pop right in and start with the curves, and always S curve for the most part. For this edit specifically, my next exit is going to be more of a film-esque look. So for now, I want it to look like I would if I was editing a photo for the most part. So I'm gonna hop into the highlights here. I'm gonna boost my shadows because you want to use the dynamic range that your camera is giving you. So use it to its full potential. Don't do it too much because you want it to look natural and not HDR. I do like to push contrast a bit, but for this one, I think I'm just gonna pull the shadows down again. And actually, yeah, I'll give it a little contrast. I'm gonna go into color, and I want to go to color mix first. I'm gonna use the red and go into luminance and kind of push it a bit so her lips pop a little bit more, look a little softer. And then since we mostly have orange pigment in our skin, you can change the color of the skin by pushing and pulling that. So I'm going to kind of push it and then pull the saturation just a little bit, go back up to the top to the temperature and boost it a little bit, and then I'm going to give it just the slightest bit of pink, and that's looking pretty good right now. I like to add yellow to my greens, so if you look here, we can watch the green as you slide the hue, and I'm gonna pull it down and see how that looks. Add some luminance to that as well. My blues, I always pull the luminance down just to pop the sky a little bit more, maybe a little saturation, depends on what you like. And for me, this is what I'm liking right now. I'm gonna go back to light, pull my whites down a little bit more, and go back to color. I'm gonna go over to color grading here, and I'm just gonna go all the way to global, so it'll affect everything for the most part, and just make it a little more red because I like that summer feel. So this to me would be a complete image. I really like this, and there's other things that you can do within this to make your images pop, but as far as a preset, this is essentially what I would go for. So you can see the before and the after. So I really do like how this image turns out. It looks pretty good. So if you like this preset, what you do now is go up to the top right, 3 dots, and then hit create preset. Call it, sure, heart. That's great. And then there you go. So what I'm going to do from here though is actually copy this preset because my next image is very similar, and then I can paste it there, and then again we have a new preset. So we're going to move on to the next image here, and what I would like to do is make this one a little more film-esque. We're going to start back into the curves, and instead of S's here, I'm just going to go up a little bit in the top right. I actually might pull that one down a little bit, and I just really like how it's making all of the highlights and shadows kind of blue. I might actually push some more red into there. Makes it look pink, and I really like that. Let's push this one a little bit. There we go. So now that we've messed with the curves, I'm actually going to hop in to our light and see what we can do there. Like I said, we're going film-esque here, alright? So I want to make it a little blue, a little pink, and not so contrasty because that's how I usually edit my photos. And I'm actually going to add some green and some red here. And this looks already a lot more film-esque than it did originally. So I don't want to mess too much with the colors, although I will see what the skin tone looks like just to give her a little more tan, and then boost the reds there. The blues are looking pretty good, so I'm not really gonna mess with them much. And then we'll go to effects and add some grain, and then you can add the size that you like. Usually the bigger the better for me. So now you can see all the grain is in there now, and I think that looks pretty cool. You can add texture. I'm not a big fan, but it's there if you need it. And then detail, you can add sharpening, and I don't need any color noise reduction here. But I do like how this image looks. It does look film-esque, and that's what I was going for. Not identical to film, but it still does have that filmy look before, after. So I'm just gonna copy that just for fun. I can create a new preset there, film heart, and then let's copy this. And this is, like I said, just for fun. So we're gonna go to the next image. This is a photo that I was shooting for a utility company, and this preset is not gonna look good on here, but I just want you to show how you can paste your settings and then have that same preset look. So what I want to do is start completely over on this one, and do that by going down here to import, and now there's our original image. So I want to start back in the curves again, and I always do the same thing for the most part. And I'm not like a huge fan of yellow for some reason. I'm gonna pull these highlights down some, and I'm gonna go to yellow right now and just desaturate it some. This is my personal opinion, but for some reason it bothers me. And I want to get rid of any texture, which I don't have any, so that's good. And my color mix. And we'll give his skin a little more pop. The blues, it looks very blue, so I'm gonna kind of boost the luminance on all that. As you can see, the sky's changing color. It looks like we're getting some magenta in here as well. So I like how this image is turning out so far. And like I said, use your dynamic range as much as possible, but don't make it look HDR. So I really do like how this image turns out. Before, after, before, after. So this is how I make my presets, and what I'll usually do after that is, let's say I can copy this one and then I can paste it onto this one, and you see a lot of things have changed because I went from backlit to front lit or harsh light. So we're gonna have to make some adjustments in this area if we want to use this particular preset. So all you have to do is just incremental, and then there you have it, new preset. And yeah, it's pretty simple. Which this is how I do it. Doesn't make it right in the least whatsoever, but this is a very easy way to make a preset of your own. And I think the best thing to do is figure out your own style and just go with it. Nothing ever has to be the same. Just play around and have a good time. That's really what it's all about. So good luck to you on your next preset. And if you like this video, give it a thumbs up and follow me over on Instagram. I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.